Here's a video of the boat as I received it. Trailer's in decent enough shape, but will certainly need to be completely torn down, sanded down, primed, painted. Here's front of the boat. Certainly in rough shape. Somebody tried to do some bad modifications. There's typically a plate that goes across the top there, like a triangle type plate that goes across the top. So I'll have to remake that, get it re-welded in. I don't believe these brackets there are stock, or those, but I think maybe those two in the middle are. I think there's a crack there. I think there's a crack there. Maybe one on the other side of the corner as well. But all of this wood needs to go, so I'll probably rip out all of this structure here. All of that foam needs to go. Not really sure what I'm going to do. I'll probably grind all that gray paint out, whatever it is, get it down to clean surface, start fresh. All that foam needs to come out. There's my first crack there that will be in need of repair. I'm sure there's going to be others. This is, I believe, some sort of makeshift bait well. Very shallow, but can't imagine what he used it for. But anyways, homemade. I believe that structure there is original, albeit it's got some more holes than normal. But I'm guessing I'm going to have to cut that out, either rebrace it or put a new one all in together. The other plan is to extend the deck. You can see how long it is. I don't know roughly how long it is, but I want to extend it out right up to the console. So maybe another 2 foot of deck, front deck. I don't believe this wood floor is original. Doesn't look like it. I believe that wood was used in the original construction of the boat, but I don't think this is original. Either way, it's coming up. All of that structure back there is original, and I think mostly intact. This part there up against the back seat structure to the boat, I need to get what would be the mirror part to that part right there. So I need that. Of course, all the doors, passenger seat, live well, driver. I believe this was some sort of storage, but you can see all the rotten or waterlogged foam in there, so all that's going to come out. Debating whether I want to replace it or not. There's a giant hole in the middle of the deck, so I'll fix that. This is the area, batteries, fuel cell. So I'm debating whether or not to put a fuel cell back here. May want to put it up in the front in the middle. And maybe put batteries and some other stuff back here. Transom, hard to see, but it looks pretty rough in there. Looks like they basically filled a bunch of holes here with some Bondo or something, so I'll go back through and fix those. Here's the other side of the transom, driver's side. Kind of hard to see down in there, but definitely some rotten wood in there, I suspect. You can feel it's wet, that's for sure. Also some damage to this plate. So all of that's going to get pulled out. You probably need to fill that hole. I believe that was a navigation light, so we'll get that filled. A mirror storage area the other side. More foam needs to come out. This is a pass through of all the cables and such. That needs to be replaced. See, it's cracked there. They drilled a hole right through it. Side of the boat, a little damage there, not a big deal. A little damage there, not a big deal. Foam. Pull all of that out. Debating whether or not to put new foam in still. And then back to the front. Bottom looks fairly nice. There's a couple corrosion spots, but biggest problem on the bottom is going to be right there. It's a crack. I don't know if they hit something or what. You can see a little bit of dent. It's cracked. The rivet's kind of bucked out a little bit there. The rivet's kind of bucked out a little bit there. So those will need to be attended to. Couple little minor areas on the side, not a huge deal. Most of which I'm not really worried about the dents or anything. So, debating whether or not to just rip it all out, starting with the front, which should be, I'm guessing, the easiest, or to not even waste time doing that and focus on the back, which definitely needs to be done. In spirit, I could kind of quickly get it up and running by leaving this board alone, leave all the foam underneath it, throw some decking up there, pull that foam out, put a motor on it, and just do this back, do the transom. But I think I'm going to try to, as much as I'm probably going to hate it a couple hours into it, start pulling all this out and do it all right. So we'll see. Got plenty of pictures to catalog everything. So I'm sure it's going to be a tough job, but we'll give it a shot. So I think the first step may be, I'll check with a couple other people, but pull these caps off, and then pull these caps, have rivets, drill those out, pull it off, take this cap off here. And then these welds need to be cut to there on both sides, and I believe all this cap comes out on one piece. This entire thing here comes out on one piece. Then you pull the wood out, create a template, put a new piece of wood in there. I think guys are using 2 pieces of 3/4 plywood together, and put it back in.